All right, all right. What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Happy 4th of July for those who are here in the US celebrating Independence Day. It's always a fun time. Always a fun time. Let's get the music going here. Why is it not playing? Huh. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and switch over. But the music's very intense. Hello, everyone. I think I messed up my lighting while I was trying to get this going here. That's better. All right, let's change the songs. Say hi to chat. Get this party on or get the show started. Now, unfortunately, I do have to call it an early stream. I do have plans for today's fun day. So because of the holiday, because I got stuff going on, unfortunately, the stream's gonna be short. But with 4th of July, U.S. markets being closed, I don't expect anything too crazy to happen. And unfortunately, nothing crazy has happened over the last 24 hours since you guys saw me. So I have a feeling that's going to carry over into the week. Hopefully soon we'll get an answer. Let's go ahead and say hi to chat. Let's see. Pratish, Johnny, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Alif, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Beta Bot, good to see you. Mr. Reckless, how you doing? Darren Michaels, find me my next ABC. That's the goal. That's the goal here. Let's see what we can find. Let's see. Beta Bot, hi. Can you take a look at LTC, please? Absolutely. Sumaj, bullish. I'm still on the fence. You could make an argument for both sides. But we are currently sitting at a bearish setup, which we'll talk about shortly. Joe, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks. No problem, my friend. No problem. So just a quick recap from if you guys didn't catch yesterday's stream. Real quick, I'm just going to briefly touch on the setups that we're currently holding, what we're looking for, and talk about the title of the video, what to expect going forward, or what's next for BTC. So in these kind of situations, we have to look at the setups that are available, take a look at the trades that we're in. I mean, some of you guys might not be playing one side or the other, which is fine. I'm currently playing the long and the short side. We'll talk about those setups here shortly, and I'll talk about what could be going on next, or what the most probable case scenario is for BTC. So ultimately, I need to zoom out on a larger time frame perspective, and from there we can go ahead and focus on the larger setups and focus on support and resistance. But real quick, guys, I just gotta give a quick shout out to, oh no, do I not have it up? Oh no. I do. Okay. First, before we get started, guys, I was going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor of the stream, which is going to be Fairdesk. So if you guys aren't interested in signing up for a new exchange, if you guys use the link in the description below, it does come back to support me in the channel. Fairdesk is paying me to talk about their platform. I think it's a great platform. It has everything we need as ABC traders. It's very straightforward, clean UI, and also your trading or part of your trading fees do come back to me. So if you guys do sign up via the link in the description below, just letting you know that does come back to support me in the channel. So I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you for those who have signed up. If you guys are interested, please definitely check out that first link in the description below. As well as, yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't think I am. Oh yeah. If you guys do sign up and deposit via this link, just keep in mind, I always say this, never, ever, 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 ever put in your entire trading account onto an exchange, right? Keep it in a wallet, keep it somewhere safe. Only load money to an exchange that you need to trade with. I'm not trying to say this to scare anyone. You just never know what is going to happen with any exchange, even the top ones like Binance or Bybit. Things can change tomorrow. Things could be okay now. Things can change within a blink of an eye. So just be cautious. I'm always cautious. I know I'm not setting a good example by having a large amount on this account, but I just want to show you guys what is possible. I do it for educational and basically showcasing purposes, to show you guys what you can do with larger amounts on this account in particular. But when it comes to my main trading accounts, the scalp accounts, I've been trying to keep what I can on the keep what I can on the exchange for what I need to trade with. The rest I keep in a wallet. So I recommend you guys do the same regardless of what exchange you use. But just had to get that out there. So let's talk about the both case scenarios for BTC. Talk about what could be going on here. First things first, we have to acknowledge what setups are in front of us. The first thing that I see is a very large ABC, which is the bearish ABC here. All right, as long as we're below the 31,095 pivot, which is the pivot of this A here. All right, we are technically we do have higher probabilities to continue to the downside. This is a possible reversal point. I'm not saying this is going to be the reversal point, but this is a good area for price to reverse out of. And you can see price is having a really hard time fighting in this range. So to me, it's a very significant point in my opinion. If we can remain below and continue to have bearish pressure up in this region, I'm definitely going to be more confident in testing areas of support below us. A couple areas to keep in mind for support regions is going to be the pivot of this ABC, which we'll talk about here shortly, which is the bullish one I'm currently trading as well, which is around that 25,715. All right, that's an important pivot. Once we break below that, the next region I'm going to be looking to take, or at least look for a good bounce of support off of, is the previous local low here off of this downtrend, which is going to be around 24.8. From there, to be honest, guys, I really don't see anything to. I mean, maybe you can make an argument for this level here around 21,291. Definitely an area of support that you can consider. But me personally, I'm more focused on 19,540 or 19,550, depending on which exchange you use. But I'm really focused on this local low here. And from there, if price continues to break below that, we have the previous pivot at around 17,590. And then from there, the actual lowest of the bottom of the trend here, which is about that 15,450. In my opinion, there's a lot more resistance. There's a lot more support below us than there is resistance above us. But I honestly think the resistance above us is very key, very crucial. So in my opinion, I think those definitely weigh a lot, or they have a lot more of an effect on price than the supports below that we talked about. All right, so keep in mind, that is the bearish option. The bullish option is based off of this ABC we have here. All right, throughout this entirety of this uptrend that we've had, all right, throughout the entirety of this down or uptrend that we've had here, this is the only healthy, this is the only pullback I consider healthy that we've had throughout this entirety of this downtrend. So for me, I think this is a very, very good and a very, very strong case for the bulls here. If we do want to continue higher, I honestly think this is the setup to do so. So from here, all right, I'm long from this level, around 25,700. All right, so as long as we're above that level, there is some more. I would say there is a decent amount of probabilities to the upside, but we do have to get past the bearish pivot, vice versa. If you want to be bearish, we have to get past the bullish pivot. Me personally, if we can break the bearish pivot and then continue to test 32,450, which is this previous local high here. All right, if we can break through those levels, I honestly don't see a reason why we don't go ahead and test 48K. I know there's an area around 42,900. All right, for me, that is a decent area of resistance you can consider. But to me, ultimately, I'm looking at this previous local high here as a good area to find resistance at. So I think that's a good area for price to test. So for me, we're in a scenario right now to where we're taking positions on both sides off of really good setups. And the best part about this is when you're playing this right and you're taking the right trades and allowing the market to establish itself, you'll find that the market will tend to go significantly in your favor. So to me, in my opinion, this is the best case scenario we can be in right now. Take trades off of both sides, off of major pivots, and allow price to figure out what it wants to do. Because either we get stopped out to the upside and potentially catch that rise to 43 to 48K, or we get rejected, I get stopped out of my long position, and then we can go ahead and look for lower areas of support. Regardless, it's a win-win situation. Sorry, I just did a lot of talking there. Let's see. Fairdesk does not require KYC. Yes, there is no KYC for Fairdesk at the moment. What are the fees to buying and selling for Fairdesk? To be honest, BetaBot, I don't know. I really don't know. But I can say this, you know, trading off of Fairdesk for a while, I've been using this platform for a couple months. In my opinion, I haven't really seen a significant dent when it comes to the fees accumulated because of the way we trade. So for me, oh shit, hold on. Which account is it? So for me, I personally think that we really, come on. I really don't see, I should look into that probably, and I definitely will. I apologize for not being informed on that. But I've been trading this on this platform for a while. I haven't really seen a big, let me see if I can figure out the fees. Oh, I almost just hit a really bad button. Funding. A lot of these are fundings. Okay, so to give you an idea, for a trade, I can tell you the fees right now. So for a position that I have for ETH at the moment, $23 margin, right? And I paid, I just had it. Where is it? For $23 in margin for that trade, I paid 31 cents in fees. So what's the math on that? A little bit more than 1%, I would say. So it's I don't think it's terrible. I know some other exchanges have worse fees, but if you're trading on very frequent time frames or trading very actively in the markets where you really have to worry about fees, for me and how I approach my trading, I really don't have to be concerned about that because we don't take too many trades. But it does make a difference for some people, so definitely a great question. So let's do, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think you just have to consider the levels above and below. I got distracted with that. I'm sorry. I wanted to answer that question for BetaBot. Let's do Ethereum next real quick. All right, so for Ethereum, real quick for ETH, pretty much same kind of scenario, a little bit differently when it comes to structures and how it's playing out. ETH has a much larger ABC that we can look at as a potential bearish option. All right, so as long as we're below 2030, that is a area for us to short. I would have a lot more confidence in the short setup if we do take this route, or if we are going to drop. This is the setup that I personally think is going to carry us lower. So for me, as long as we're below 2030, bearish pivot, as well as if I go to a smaller time frame, you know, I always say smaller, but it's still considered a good time frame for us. A 2-hour time frame. All right, I'm zoomed out as much as I can. There's a nice clear ABC. Same kind of scenario with BTC. As long as we're above 1730, that's also a good bullish pivot. And to me, you got to consider the supports and resistance levels above. So for me, when it comes to ETH, it's a little bit more direct. Actually, yeah, it's a little bit more direct. So 2030, which is the previous A, then we have the previous high at around 2146. If ETH continues to go to the upside and we do hold and continue to push upward, I honestly don't see anything in the way that's stopping ETH from testing 3570. That is going to be a monster trade. That's the reason why I'm currently playing this trade, is because I personally think that if we are going to run, this is going to be the setup to do so. And I honestly think that this would be a good opportunity to catch a much larger movement in price action. If we are going to go to the upside, if we're going to go to the downside, we have to consider the supports below us, which is going to be around 1733, which is a pivot, the previous pivot that I mentioned. All right, below that, it's going to be around 1628. And then below that, it's going to be around 1367, ultimately 1070. So for me, it really does show the supports versus resistance that we have currently on the table. Same kind of scenario when it comes to BTC. I think there are more supports below us, but the resistance above us is going to be much more significant. If we break those, I heavily can consider that we can go ahead and test a lot higher. So definitely something to consider. Keep an eye out on that. And that's pretty much it for ETH. CryptoFace was shilling a non-KYC trading platform called ZoomX the other day. You could try that. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. It's going to be one of those things to where, unfortunately, because Bybit went full KYC, I think at some point in the near future, a lot of exchanges are going to have to follow suit. But there's going to be exchanges that understand that, and I think there's going to be platforms out there that are going to allow us to trade without using KYC. So definitely an option. I'll look into that. LTC, I know I'm curious myself. All right, so for LTC, now that we got this higher high, I'm taking this pivot off the table. We have to consider is now we are sitting in a very pronounced ABC here. All right, in my opinion, I personally think that this is going to be a major potential short setup if this is going to play out. We can look at something like this as an idea, where this ABC becomes an A, this ABC becomes a B. We're looking for a lower low for a potential C wave. That is the worst case scenario. Ideally, I would say the middle of the road case scenario is that we do still end up putting in a potential reversal off of this setup, but instead of trending all the way back down to lower lows, maybe we go ahead and test certain areas of support, maybe around $61, if not maybe around 47. As long as you don't break that previous low, we do have kind of the middle of the road option to where we do actually pull back, maybe test some larger areas of support, and then continue higher to form a much larger ABC. Something like this. That would be a little bit more idealistic for LTC if we are going to be short-term bearish, long-term bullish. But we're not currently in that trade yet. I thought about it. I'm probably going to take the trade. I'm going to use less risk than I usually do. This because I have too many trades open. I just have too many trades open. I think I have a long and a short on ETH, long and a short on BTC. I have a short and a long position on ADA. I have too many trades open. So if I am going to take this trade, which I probably will, I'm probably going to use less risk or use a little bit of a wider stop loss to give myself a little bit more of a cushion in case this does fail. So for me, that is what I am primarily looking for LTC. Resistance levels above us. If we continue to push higher, I'm probably going to say 134 is a good area. If we can break above that, maybe, yeah, 143. And besides that, I think besides 143, I think the area to keep an eye on is 295. So for me, that's going to be a significant area of support, or sorry, significant areas of resistance to look for LTC if we do continue to push the upside. So maybe come up and test 143, maybe and reject from there. If that is the case, I might, depending on how we behave, if we take a little bit of a longer time to actually come back down, I might consider taking a different short setup. But if we do something like this where we just come up, consolidate, retest, and then come right back below, then I'll go ahead and take that short. And then supports below us. All right, so for me, When it comes to supports below, 70.52 is a good area of support to test. Below that, 64.95. Below that, I would say 60.75. You can see there's a pocket of resistance here, but I think ultimately 47 is the next area to consider if we are going to be a little bit more bearish. We just have to go ahead and test these certain areas of support, and just take it level by level. You guys know how I do things. Let's see. Link USDT view. All right, I'll definitely take a look at that. Everyone is shilling their own non-KYC trading platform. Destroy the like button. I appreciate that, my friend. I really appreciate that. Prateesh, oh, you're still using Bybit? I'm jealous, Prateesh. I am very jealous. No bullish for LTC. If we are above 105, yes, I can consider myself. If we can sustain above, but I'm not taking any trades on this. The only trade I would have considered taking on Beta Bot for the long position is this one here, but I just didn't take it. So for me, this is where you should have been longing at around 75, right around there. That's where you should have been taking your trade. Nice, because Fairdesk is not available in Tradingview. I can't automate. Yes, that is, yes. I'm sure, I mean, I have to see when trigger trade's gonna be available, but I'm sure you can still set up, like what I would do personally is I would set up alerts in trades off of like Bybit's exchange or maybe Coinbase's exchange. It could still work that way, but I know exactly what you're talking about, Pradesh. I know exactly what you're talking about. Link USDT, yes, we'll pull up Link next. Solana has. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, I got that burning in my nose. Sorry about that, guys. You ever get that feeling like a sneeze wants to come up, but it just does it and just burns your sinuses? That's exactly what just happened to me. It's making me tear up a little bit. All right, so Link USDT, Solana. You can always use Automate Max C exchange, non-KYC. Hype, we'll take a look. Thanks. Chart color is looking sharp, Johnny. I do appreciate that, Alif. You know, I took your guys' suggestions, and I actually really like it. So thank you guys for helping me out on that. It's you guys that helped me pick out this new format that I'm using. All right, so Link. Oh, we actually finally broke out of this range. So Link has been in this range for God knows how long. Let's see how long it's been in this range for. Link was in this range for a year. Wow. For a year straight, Link has been in this range. So in this kind of scenario, I'm not the biggest fan of price action like this. The only thing I can say is that it looks like it put in its own ABC here. It just doesn't look good. But this would have been a scenario where I probably would have bought Link when we broke out of this range and came back above. So around this region here. This would have been an entry or buy order. I would have either sprinkled some spot or took a position here on a macro position. Curious what this. Yeah, you probably wouldn't got. I probably use like a 5% stop. You wouldn't got stopped out a couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. But I would definitely be targeting at least the top of the range, if not higher. So that's still a good risk to reward ratio trade. I don't see anything when it comes to Link. Maybe you can make a case for this bearish setup. I'm not the biggest fan of this just because of how potentially bullish we could be. The reason why I say that is because, you know, we broke out of this range, reclaimed the range. I honestly think that's a good area to go ahead and consider targeting the top of the range, but we'll just have to wait and see. Sometimes sneezes gets converted to farts. That is true. If you sneeze hard enough, you can. Definitely can. Link is a stable coin now? Absolutely. Yep, I agree. Link typically moves, other coins aren't moving. I never really thought of that, Joe. I just haven't looked at it because it's literally just been going sideways. If you're a guy who trades ranges, I think you would have made an absolute killing off of Link. But that's not apparently, not apparently, unfortunately, that's not what we do here. So, I mean, it is to an extent, but not like this. So I really don't see any other positions for Link. Let's do Sol. Do I have Sol on this list? Yes. Look at that, guys. We talked about this for a while. I don't know if anyone caught this position. I definitely think you would have had a hard time because we waked up and tested that level a lot. So if you're using a 3% stop, I believe you would have had a headache. Let's see. Let's see how many times we got stopped out. So once, twice, maybe 3 times, depending on this wick, depending on this candle. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6. So, but still, even on a 3% risk reward ratio, you're sitting at still a net positive right now. If we continue the upside, that is a monster trade, even if you target the previous high. That's still a really good trade. So not bad, Joe. Definitely a good coin. We talked about this for a while. All right. I know someone messaged me on Discord the other day. They wanted me to ask for Adam. So, what's his name? Oh, his name is literally just W. So W, if you're in chat, I'll message you later. It's gonna be around the 32-minute mark. We're gonna go over Adam. All right, so Adam on a larger time frame. I haven't looked at this in a while. Let me just make sure I have. Okay. So right off the bat, I see a couple different variations of what could be going on. First things first, we put in a higher high. I think we put in a double top. So this is considered an A to a B to a C. Question is this the beginning or the end of something? I want to change this color. Let's do a pink to really piss people off. No, I'm kidding. This pink is going to stand out. So this ABC is going to be part of a larger A. We do have a potential of this becoming a larger A to a B to a C for a larger B, and then potentially one more move down to the downside. That is the most bearish case scenario, right? The bullish case scenario is that this ABC that I marked out here is the bottom. That's it. We're done. All right, and this becomes part of a larger A to a B to a C. Your entry point being here, which you probably shouldn't have taken that trade already if you're looking for it. Unfortunately, I really don't see. I mean, you can consider this to be potential ABC pivot if you haven't taken that trade yet. I would consider possibly taking that. So around $10.30, and then below that, the original bullish pivot was going to be about $8.50. So just keep that in mind, or $8.46, 45, depending on which exchange you're looking at. But I really don't see anything else that sticks out for Atom. The only thing I would worry about and consider is if we are going to be bearish, I need to see that 1715 be broken. Besides that, I really don't see anything else. So bullish if you're down here, if you want to take that 1030 position. Not financial advice, but definitely something I would consider taking if I was trying to trade this coin. And then try to see if we get a bearish setup here. If not, if price is going to continue to pump, I really don't see why price can't test $34. So let's see, Pepe ABC short, LOL. I'll take a look at it, Joe, in a second. Betabot, thanks, Johnny. Are you streaming tomorrow? I will not be here tomorrow. I will be on David Tech's channel, his live streaming channel. I know some people get confused when I say that. He has his own live streaming separate channel that he does. So if you guys are in David Tech's Discord, I will be there tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern Standard, 5:30 UK. As well as I don't know, usually it's an hour or two depending on what's going on. And from there, I'll be back on Thursday after that. So 2 days from now, if you're not going to catch me on that stream, I'll be back here. No problem, Metabot, with the heart emojis. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Atom. Just a heads up, L Bank supports Pepe for trading. What exchange doesn't support Pepe? I don't know what exchange to use. Yes, Joe. Yes, that is a very, very pronounced there's a very pronounced ABC for Pepe. Absolutely. I only know Bybit and L Bank. I'm pretty sure Fairdesk has it. I'm almost positive Fairdesk has it. Yeah. Yeah, Fairdesk has Pepe. I don't know what this 1,000 is. Maybe it's something. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, it's almost like a leverage token. It's 1,000 times. Ooh. Still would never touch it, but it does have it. But yeah, Pepe does have a good short. Hell yeah, Fairdesk Pepe. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. Let's play some Wordle, and unfortunately, because like I said, I have to be here. I have to leave before 2. Let's do Wordle. I have to leave here in a couple minutes, so let's do Wordle quick. I figured I still pop in, let you guys know what's going on, what could be going on here, in case you guys missed yesterday's stream. But if you guys want to stick around and play Wordle, I would appreciate it, but not obligated to. If not, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So usually what I do, I leave the small time frame up. We play Wordle. Come on. All right, so we're going to do donut. Wow, we're striking out already. I keep forgetting the other word. So I'm instead of doing what Kite does and doing audio in the other one, I have a different set of words that I use. Oh, stop it. Raise. What? I think 4th of July. So something 4th of July related. I'll let you guys contribute. Praise? Is praise enough letters? No. Airy? Well, the E's got to be... There's no S. The E's got to be at the end, Joe. Raise. Something. All right. Is it irate? I have no idea. We're gonna. Should we do irate? I know. I'll do Joe's guess first. So Joe's guess was... It's not a word, Joe. I think irate is a good one. There it is. There it is. Shout out to Heather in Clap Show. I feel like Heather's only here for the Wordle. Game for the TA. Stayed for the Wordle. Let's see. LOL, nice. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be some... I mean, is it something 4th of July? What does irate even mean? Feeling or characterized by great anger. I thought it was gonna be something 4th of July related. All right, guys. Irate, my word doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm irated for you. God, I'm stupid sometimes. All right, guys. All right, let's go ahead and call it a stream. Like I said, I really do appreciate it. I got to skedaddle, unfortunately. Like I said, I'll be here Wednesday, or tomorrow's stream will be on David Tech's channel. You guys don't know who David Tech is. I don't know if you guys aren't on crypto YouTube, you don't know who David Tech is. I would be shocked. First of all, guys, if you aren't subscribed to David Tech's channel, let's help him get to 100k subs. He is so close, guys. 600 more or 800 more people. He is so close. Great dude, great guy. I've been working with him on his Discord for the last 8 months now. I couldn't be happier. Great community. I met a lot of good people there. A lot of you guys are from David Tech's channel, so thank you for coming over, subscribing to me. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do this without people like David to help me out. So I really do appreciate it. So definitely, guys, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, go ahead and check it out. But as well as if you go to his live streaming channel, which is David TV. All right. You can see I streamed 8 days ago, which was last Monday. But I will be there tomorrow at 12:30. I'll send out a link if you guys are in my Discord. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel though if you want to get updates from me and other different types of content. There's different people who go on here. David goes on here and he talks about different things that he's working on. And yeah. All right. So I'll be there tomorrow. If not, I'll be here Thursday, same time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But let's go ahead and say goodbye. Let's do the thing. Clap show. See you, man. I just showed up, but I'll rewind the stream. I am sorry that we're leaving on such a short notice, but thank you so much for tuning in anyway. Happy 4th, guys. Yep, definitely. If you guys are in the U.S., go have a fun time today. Don't drink and drive. Have a good time. Don't lose any fingers with fireworks due to fireworks. But let's go ahead and do it. Clap show. Joe, Heather, Supreme Cat, Beta Bop, Rathish, Alif, Josh V, Kumar, Mr. Reckless, Darren Michaels, if you're still here, Armand, happy 4th, Crypto Beehive, happy 4th to you as well. Like I said, I'll be here in 2 days, but thank you guys so much again. Really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and do the thing real quick. Stare into your souls. My face in HD.